Okay, guys, we're going to get right into this information. I'm going to try to keep it brief so we can get into the live Q&A. All right, now, YLC Club, we are a breakthrough consumer technology provider. Right? We design systems that will bring you innovation and maximize things that you already do to change your world. I'm Greg Savage, founder and senior manager at YLC Club. Listen, my team and I possess decades of experience in developing technical and operational process improvement solutions with intense focus on system integrations. And what we've done is we've created the most prolific group economic system that is available. And in a few short minutes, I'm going to show you how you can change your life and stop living paycheck to paycheck. Now, just to give you a little background of what my why is, and I think everybody should have a why. This is my why. And like many people, it's my family, right? We should be motivated to do things for the betterment of our direct family and extended family and the family of those who we interact with. Okay, so this is my why. Everything somehow, some way comes back to me trying to be able to do better for my family. And I hope that you guys feel the same way. And I hope that you are able to take this information and begin to see how you can do and provide better for your family. All right. Now, like myself and my other partners, the managers of YLC Club, our core philosophy is one of Zig Ziglar, right? We truly believe that we will get pretty much everything that we desire if we help enough people get the things that they want and desire. And our system is designed to do exactly that. We don't have to worry about counting, our revenue or counting anything other than how many people are we helping. And if we help enough people, we know all of the objectives and aspirations that we have for the company will come to pass. Now, here's our core objective, and it's really simple. We want to empower people to begin to break the chains of living paycheck to paycheck. And that may be, a tall order. We get it. And a lot of people, they may, have been living paycheck to paycheck for so long that they can't even see themselves not living a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So it seems impossible. But I want to remind you the words of the great Nelson Mandela. He said, it always seems impossible until it's done. So just remember, no matter how hard the challenge is, it may look to be insurmountable, but that's just what it seems to be until you actually accomplish it. All right? Now, let's talk about the problem that a lot of people are facing, right? For the past 40 plus years, there's been a steady decline in the quality of life for the working class American. Right? Now, a lot of it is from organic growth, right? Advancements in the industries, right? It's been companies shifting to more of a profit-chasing, mindset. So they're looking to squeeze every little bit that they can out of the workers, out of the overhead, and so on and so forth. They do outsourcing strategies. They succumb to different market pressure, which is a more natural thing that goes on. And hey, you may be stagnant with your wages. I know people who basically are making the same amount of money that they've made 10 or 12 years ago. It seems crazy, but it's happening, and it's happening to a lot of people. Right now, we have the cost of living, aka inflation. Inflation causes our cost of living to increase. It affects our housing costs, our transportation costs, our clothing, our food, our education, entertainment, etc., etc., etc. And then we have the evil part that has been going on. And I call it evil because people are kind of okay with this happening. And this is the aggressive widening of financial inequality, right? The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. That gap is getting broader and broader, right? And this trend is continuing. Now, just to give you a quick little, you know, I don't know, history. Some of you guys, you may, be into following stocks and everything. But back in '08, 62% of adult Americans, they own stock. A lot of it was, stock that they own through 401ks, from their employers, right? Now, after the crash of '08, '09, fast forward about 10 years, that 62% has dropped down to 55%. And that's because a lot of people hadn't recovered. They hadn't even gotten fully back into the corporate, working environment. And, maybe they got back, but they weren't making as much money as they were making, so they couldn't afford to contribute to 401ks and things of that nature. But definitely less people own stock in 2019 that did in '08. Now, fast forward just a little bit, here we are pretty much midway through 2020. And to date, over 33 million Americans have lost their jobs due to the coronavirus pandemic. Right now, just think, how is that really going to affect people? How many more people are not going to be able to participate, in stocks, right? And I'm using stocks not because we're promoting stock investing, but because stocks are one of the most common ways that people participate, or things that people participate in to increase their wealth. It's one of the most common things that people do so that their money can make more money. Now, I don't know if you know about Dr. Johnson's bestseller book, Who Moved My Cheese, but it's a term in there that's used. The cheese has been moved. You have to be able to recognize the patterns, recognize the trends, see when things are changing in an adverse way, right? Now, definitely for us in America, the cheese has been moved, and we need to recognize it. And when you take all of these things and you start getting hit with them in various combinations, this is what puts people in a state of financial stagnation. This is what has them stuck living paycheck to paycheck, right? But it doesn't have to stay that way. Now, let's talk about capitalism for a second. Capitalism is a it's a beautiful thing. It's a duality, right? It's a gift and it's a curse. Depending on what side of capitalism you're on, it's probably going to influence your perspective of capitalism, right? Because it could be a great gift, as it rewards, innovators. It rewards, people with, great ideals, people who are changing industries, who are bringing in new industries. To them, capitalism is beautiful. But for other people who are on the downside, who are on the usury side of capitalism, it's a horrible curse, right? It's a curse that keeps you locked in that financial state, and it takes a lot to break through. If you look back at multiple generations, it typically only took a half of a generation or a full generation of true sacrifice. And a family can be moved into a whole nother category of living. You could literally, in one generation, you can go from the projects or from the trailer parks to living in the suburbs. We're not going to see those opportunities come about too much for most people, and it's unfortunate. But this is the trend that we're on, and we have to see it. We have to navigate, around it so that we don't get stuck. Now, if you just pay attention, again, the causes of what we are, fighting through, what we are dealing with, a lot of it is self-inflicted because we, to some degree, a lot of us know it, but we still do it. But a lot of us do it unknowingly, right? We give away our wealth. We give it away because the only financial resource that we have, we spend it in a way that all we get is, depreciating, perishable type of products. And what is the result? We end up having to work longer for less. We have to spend more for our core necessities, right? We have less resource and wealth building opportunities because we don't have the excess money to participate in them. And ultimately, this leaves us, again, stuck living paycheck to paycheck. Now, in addition to the inflationary forces, the ugly part of capitalism is this winner-takes-all method that is commonly practiced here in the U.S. Right? And it's just think about it. We've got forces that are just inherently part of capitalism that they're not going to go anywhere. They're there, right? Those forces are kind of like, a train that's it's constantly moving and it's just carrying all of our resources that we need to live a good quality of life. It's just carrying it down the track and it's moving it down the track. And unless we are moving at a pace that is at least as fast as that train that's carrying our resources, we're going to get further and further behind, right? Now, these are things they are what they are. Whether we understand it, whether we agree with it, whether we think it's fair, none of that matters. It's just part of capitalism, the way that it's practiced. So we have to be very conscious so that we can navigate around these different forces. And inflation is a big one. And I'll talk about inflation in a couple of seconds a little bit more. Now, what we want to do is stop using old methods that are supposed to be beneficial to us. They're supposed to, be what, is going to get us into living that comfortable lifestyle. You can't use old, outdated methods to keep up with modern problems, right? And if you do, you're going to stay in a state of frustration, and again, stuck living paycheck to paycheck. What we need new methods, right? We need new methods for our financial travel, right? We need a faster train. We need a train that's going to outrun that train that's carrying our resources away from us. It's not really hard if you just, if you think about it and visualize it, a certain way, it's really not that difficult. And this is where we come in. You see, YLC Club is an advanced group economic system that provides essential consumer products and services. And we say advanced because our group economic system allows you to profit share in thousands and thousands of products, not just one or two or three niche products, but literally thousands upon thousands of products. And you see, that is the great news. YLC Club is that faster train. We're a tremendous system that can not only guide you through the immediate challenges that you and millions of Americans may be facing, but we're also a tool that can give you predictable positioning that can establish your foundation for financial independence. And that truly is great news. Now, how do we do this? We do this through group economics. We have a group economic system that takes the same money that you spend on your typical consumer products, and we convert that money into not only delivering you the products, but delivering you a sustainable income source. And it's simple because the money circulates within the group. That's why it's called group economics, right? Now, just think about that for a second. How powerful is that? You just, instead of going left to the store, you go right to the store. Don't go to the corner store to your left. You go to the corner store to your right, and you get to participate in the financial benefits of purchasing the products as opposed to just getting the products. Now, that same thing that has kept us stuck living that paycheck to paycheck life for, a lot of us close to 40 years, right? It can now be the primary source that begins to deliver us into our financial freedom, into our state of independence. Again, slight twists can make all of the difference, right? You can't continue to shop the way that you traditionally have shopped, because if you don't have any money to invest and you keep spending all of your money shopping on perishable or depreciating products, you're never going to have the money to invest. You have to make some slight changes. And our system gives you that ability. It gives you the ability to take that resource and have that resource do more than just buy consumables for you, right? We empower you to profit share in the consumer goods that you and millions of other Americans buy on a regular basis. It's so powerful, yet so simple. I hope that you're catching this and keeping up. Right? Now, here's the thing. You can be reactionary because there's things happening, right? And we can react to them and just try to survive, right? Or we can see the things that are happening. We can see the patterns. We can see the trends, and we can be strategic and not only survive, but we can thrive. And that's what we're really trying to get people to understand, to wake up and see. There is a great opportunity right now for us to make small adjustments and begin to thrive in a way that we may have never thought possible, right? And you already have the power. That's the beautiful part. You have the power. Your existing consumer resources, if you just use it strategically, right, through intentional spending, right, you can change your life. The e-commerce business, online shopping, is predicted to be somewhere just in the U.S. above $600 billion in a few short years by 2020, right? Our platform gives you the ability to make your resource work better for you so that you can get a piece of that $600 billion pie. Now, here's a topic that's very dear to my heart and one of the other managers, Evo, who is our senior financial manager, is understanding the difference between saving and earning. A lot of people, we think saving is, the end to everything. We got to save, we got to save, we got to save. And that's one of those old methods that will not work. A mentor of mine, Robert Kiyosaki, he goes so far as to say savers are losers. And he doesn't mean loser in a derogatory way. He means in a literal way. Because if you're saving money, you're losing because you're holding on to something that doesn't even keep up with inflation. If it's not keeping up with inflation, it's definitely not keeping up with other growth opportunities. Now, I liken it to, trying to save, in inflationary times, right? It's like, racing a world-class sprinter, and you're all dressed up in a suit and shoes, and you're carrying a bunch of luggage, and you think that you can actually beat this world-class sprinter. It's just not going to happen. And then to top it off, saving is always a one-to-one relationship. It's a one-to-one ratio. So you can never get more out of saving than what you have to actually spend. So if you have $1,000 to spend, your best possible outcome is saving $1,000. Now, earning on the other side, right? This is what you need to shift your mind to, because if you believe that you need to save, really what you're telling yourself is, I need to earn more, but you just haven't figured out how to earn more. So you latch on to what you think you understand, which is, okay, well, I just won't spend as much. But that's not really what you want. You need to earn more. The beautiful thing about earning more, when you find the right opportunity, the right vehicle, it's a one-to-many ratio. It's a one to almost endless ratio. So it doesn't matter if you only have $1,000. When you get into the right situation, that $1,000 can position you to earn 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, on and on and on, because it's a one-to-many ratio, right? So saving is limiting yourself. Earning opens you up to endless possibilities of sharing in the profit pie. That's what you want. You want some of the profit pie. You need to get you a slice. Now, stronger together. This is, again, tying into that Zig Ziglar, mindset. We believe that we are stronger when we work together. And that's, again, the core aspect of the group economic system. We work together. We expose the opportunity to other people. When they come and shop on our e-commerce platform, we share the profits back with the members. And this is an incredible, empowering situation. Yes, you see the happy people. They're happy because they're working together. They know that they are helping other people just like them benefit. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, our group economic system is anchored on giving you access to buy over 10,000 natural, organic, and gourmet products, right? Grocery products. We specifically selected building our business model on grocery products for one reason and one reason only. Everybody has to eat. And you have to eat on a regular basis. So we knew if we found a way where we can get access to sell grocery products, quality grocery products at competitive prices that allowed us to create a profit that has enough substance to then share back with our member communities, we can create a sustainable environment that it only requires the members to recognize that they're fueling themselves. And it can just perpetuate on and on and on. Now, those products are complemented with our YLC Club deals. And this is a product that, you can have it on a mobile app, or you can use it as web-based, but it gives you direct, immediate access to discounts on over 400,000 retailer products, from dining to traveling to just online shopping, right? Entertainment. It's so many things in there I can't even, begin to recite them. But literally, there's over 400,000 discount opportunities, and all of the discounts are 10% or more. That's the other beautiful thing. Some of them, maybe 50, 60, 70%. They come and go. The mobile app is a beautiful thing. It has geosensoring, so it knows where you are, shows you the available discounts around you. You can sort it by category. So if you're only interested in, in eating Italian per se, it'll tell you what Italian restaurants have, discounts available to you that are within a mile, 5 miles, 20 miles. It's really, dynamic. It's a nice product that gives you immediate value. Now, these things are anchored on a game changer. Our profit sharing plan not only allocates 80% of the profits, we use an inverted 5-level comp plan. And the inverted aspect, that's the magic, because with most direct sales or multi-level marketing programs, the lower the levels, the less percentage that you make. With our plan, on the 5th level, which is the lowest level, you make 40% of the profits. That's right. You're going to make 40% of the profits from sales or purchases down on your 5th level. Chances are you might not even know that person that's on your 5th level producing that 40% for you. You're going to want to get to know them because you're going to want to thank them. But, they will not be, in most cases, people that you actually knew before you started receiving 40% of the profits that they generate. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Most programs, when you get down to your 4th, 5th level, you're somewhere in the 2 to maybe 0.5%. Our structure gives 40% of the profits at the 5th level. That's just unprecedented. In addition, coming soon, we've got, some little mad scientists, in the background, working. And we have future software releases that's going to enable you to not only, when you shop on different outlets right now, we can give you discounts to go shop. But that's savings, that's not earning. Some of our future software releases are going to give you the ability to have profit sharing from other outlets. So we're tying into other outlets that we're going to be able to extract the profits when you go shop with them and still get a profit that is going to come from us. This is an amazing thing that we're working on. I wish I can say that, hey, it's going to be available in a couple of weeks, but it's some deep software development that we're still doing. We know that we can accomplish it, but it may be several months away. Right? And it's going to give you access to all of the things that you ordinarily buy, in addition to buying the grocery products directly from us. We're going to change people's lives. Our objective is to change the lives of millions of Americans, to change how they view shopping and how they participate in shopping. Now, why should you join YLC Club? I've already said it, so I'm going to be a bit redundant, but I'm going to say it again. Because our system of converting existing consumer spending into a predictable, scalable, sustainable income for you, it's the simplest method that you can use to break out of financial stagnation, aka living paycheck to paycheck, right? And if you use the YLC Club deals, the mobile app or even, the web-based version, if you use that, you can make this situation basically risk-free. You can offset your costs. The cost is not high anyway, but you can offset your costs and make it a zero-risk opportunity. Now, of course, you might say, okay, well, how can it be zero risk? It's simple. It's simple math. If you pay with our lifetime membership, which you're going to see in a couple seconds here, $99, and you use our YLC Club deals, and you do some shopping that you ordinarily do, and you save with the discounts and the coupons that we get you save $100, you've basically got your membership for life for free. You're never paying us another dime for membership to our profit share. Now, you're going to pay us for products that you buy, but you're not going to pay us for access to the profit sharing, right? That's a powerful, powerful thing. If you don't take the lifetime membership and you take the monthly membership, right? The monthly membership is only $10 a month right now. So you could easily offset that $10 a month with savings. You can go out to lunch a couple of times, use a few discounts, 2 or 3 times, a month, and easily save more than $10. Just think about that. Mr. Jobs says, hey, people who think crazy enough, they're the same people who will end up changing the world. We're thinking bold. We're thinking crazy enough because we want to change the world. All right? Now, again, we're not just providing coupons and discount shopping. Yes, we provide those. They're nice, they're cool, they give you instant, immediate benefit, but they're transactional. You get it, it's over with. You get it, it's over with. So yes, we're doing that. But the main thing that we're doing is we're providing you a scalable, sustainable profit-sharing solution that can go on and on and on for residual income. Just think about that. The activity that you and other people like you're producing profits every day for somebody. Somebody is getting the profits of the consumer spending that you do on a daily basis. We've identified how to tap into those profits. We basically have created a faucet where we tap into those profits and we just have, those profits coming out of a faucet. That profit pie, we've tapped into it. The question is, do you have your bucket ready? How big of a bucket do you want? Because you can fill as big of a bucket as you want. It's up to you. It's scalable. It doesn't have to be limited. Let your mind open up a bit. Now, again, built on profit sharing from everyday products, right? You can produce residual scheduled income. And here's the range that, we don't want to try to, narrow it down too precisely. But if you follow the assumptions of an affiliate referring 3 affiliates, and the members shopping through our store, generating just $20 of profit. That will produce $650 to $1,000 of profit sharing for you per downline leg. So, simple math. You refer 3 people, and those 3 people follow those assumptions. They refer 3, and each member duplicates that and generates $20 of profit by just redirecting the money that they already spend. This is not new money. This is the same money that people are already spending. But by directing it through our group economic system, it's going to generate $650 to $1,000 of profit sharing for you per leg. You got 3 people direct. You're positioning yourself for somewhere between about $2,000 and $3,000. Every time that group of people, that crowd of people, generates $20 of profits, collectively, not collectively as in, all of them, pitching in to produce $20 of profit, but collectively, meaning individually each doing it, that's position you for $2,000 to $3,000 of profit sharing. Right? So you don't have to imagine earning profits from e-commerce. You could stop imagining it because we've cracked the code. It's simple. All you have to do is join YLC Club's Group Economics e-commerce profit sharing system. I know that's a mouthful, right? But you just join, right? We have thousands of products that you can not only purchase, you can promote to be, purchased by third-party people. And as you refer 3 or more people and they do the same thing, right? None of you have any responsibility for managing that inventory, keeping the store stocked, right? Staffing, or any of the other traditional business ownership overhead expenses. You have none of that. But yet what you will have is you'll have the profit sharing where you'll earn up to 36% of the profit that your crowd produces, your 5-level crowd. Think about that. If they produce $100,000 of profits, you're going to earn up to 36% of that. Simple math. 100,000 up to 36% of that is $36,000. Now, if your crowd is large enough and they produce $100,000 of profit on a monthly basis, it is what it is. You're in position where you're going to be seeing about $36,000 a month. That's crazy, but it is what it is. It's the power of group economics. That's the predictable part of it. And when that crowd does it over and over and over, that's the residual sustainable part of it. And it's just a beautiful thing. Now, here's your membership options. I touched on them. We have the lifetime membership right now. We don't know how much longer we're going to keep that available, but it's $99. One-time payment. You never pay us any other money except for when you buy products, right? And that's it. You're set for life. You could take the monthly membership where you'll pay $49, at sign up, at registration, and then you'll pay $9.99 a month. Both of the packages come with 12 months access to the YLC Club Deals product. So you're going to get 12 months of that product as part of your membership. regardless of which membership you select. After that 12 months is up, then you'll be billed $19.99 for the next 12 months. Okay? This is an incredible value proposition for you. We've done research. We have not been able to find any other solution like ours, nor have we been able to find anything that's remotely close at the price entry point that we are offering. So, again, you have the power. You have everything that you need, with the exception, and I'm saying exception because I don't know. Do you have a little bit of discipline so that you can better maximize the resources that you already have? Because we know you already have the resources because, hey, you're living, you're breathing. We know that you're eating. So we know that you're getting groceries. You're buying groceries. You already have the resources. You've got the core resources. You have the power. The question is, do you want to take that power and use it to continue to just sustain and survive? Or do you want to take that power and use it to thrive? The choice is yours. We welcome you to come and join YLC Club, where you can shop, save, share, and earn an unprecedented amount. So come on, join the club where shopping is much more than just shopping. We look forward to seeing you in the crowd. We're going to go ahead and go to our live Q&A session immediately after this. So let's open up the line.